Welcome back to another podcast, the Wild Eight Podcast, el podcast para todos los músicos. Hoy tenemos un podcast, pues ya bien esperado. Mucha gente siempre me lo han dicho que, hey, when you taking them on, every time that I put a post or something, siempre es uno de los que siempre me están pidiendo, bro, believe it or not. Raíces desde Tula, Tamps, dice, Tamaulipas. Mi little brother, José Garcia, baterista de la Altitud Nortena. Welcome, brother.
Muchas gracias por la invitación, comparito. Y aquí estamos. Gracias por la invitación al podcast.
Yes, sir. No se ponga nervioso, cabrón. Se suben al escenario cada fin de semana y no se pone nervioso, nomás le ponen el micrófono y...
Es que detrás de cámara se pone uno nervioso.
¿Verdad? Nah, bro, I'll be honest with you, like, you're not the first one. There was a couple, man, that I'm like, bro, you get on stage every weekend and then you get in front of the camera, you're like, no. Nah, bro, pero como les digo a todos los que han venido, bro, te lo agradezco, because at the end of the day, I know that you got music on the weekends. Congratulations, bro, with the twins.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Now a dad, and pues husband, boyfriend, one of the two in between right now, ¿verdad?
Between. Todo está aquí.
Nah, but I know it takes time, bro, and at the end of the day, pues I know you work during the day and make the time to come here, and pues eso se les agradece a todos los músicos. Sí se los agradezco, because at the end of the day, it's something that you don't get paid for, but helps me, and
it helps everybody.
Yeah, and it shows people. I mean, it lets people know how it is really, the musician life.
Yes, sir. That's how it is.
Mucha gente, como lo he dicho muchas veces, van a decir que me estoy repitiendo, pero es la verdad, bro. Mucha gente no, I was one of them, honestamente. That I didn't think that being in a group took so much, bro, but it takes time, practice, recordings, and being out of town. Sometimes you got to leave on a Friday, don't even get back till a Sunday, and, a lot of, I'll be honest, como te digo, man, I was one of them. I didn't even think about that. And then I started hanging around with, y'all, and whenever Invicto was around and doing all that, and I was like, yeah, I need to find something else to do, because I ain't leaving on Friday and coming back on Sunday all the time.
Yeah, like how you're saying that, obviously, pues, I'm a dad now. Pues, los del grupo, they would come back like, hey, I want to go back home already to go see my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And, pues, thanks to God, now it's me now.
Yeah.
I'm
Ahora la piensas dos veces en quedarte en un lugar, huh?
I'm in their shoes now, like, man, I want to go home already to my family, right?
Yes, sir. So, man, dude, tell us a little bit about you. ¿De dónde son las raíces? Obviously, I said a little bit, but are both of your parents from Tula?
Both of my parents are from Tula, Tamaulipas. Born and raised here, myself, here in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Pero, pues, como dijo la India María, no somos ni de aquí ni de allá.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Pero... pero you go over there a lot, huh? I've seen that, or knowing you, for a lot of people who don't know, like, I've known him since ¿cuántos años tiene la Altitud ya?
Ya 10 años.
Okay, so I've known him for about 9.5 of it, so.
We're going on 10 years. Bro.
10 years? Yeah. 10 years. Okay, so muchas de las cosas que voy a preguntar is gonna be like I'm probably answering them myself, but para la gente que no sabe, you're gonna learn someday. Pero ustedes sí van, ustedes tienen propiedades allá y todo eso, bro.
Fíjate que sí, mi papá tiene bastantes propiedades, ¿verdad? Que con esfuerzo pues las ha comprado, ¿verdad? Y pues gracias a Dios, él ha tenido la oportunidad de comprarse un tractor para poder trabajarlas allá y, pues como dice, pues poder ganar poquito de dinero allá y aquí.
Yeah. ¿Qué es lo que trabajan allá?
Lo que trabajamos allá es pues parte del frijol, maíz y pues se le puede decir por la alfalfa.
Alfalfa, okay. That's cool, man. So tell me, bro, how old were you when you first started with music?
I was like around probably like 5 or 6 years old whenever I started with music. But whenever I started actually getting paid and playing, I was like about 7 years old.
You were 7 when you first got into? No shit. Who was that? What group was that? Esto sí no lo sé, because I know you from the group previous to Altitud and on, so I don't really know.
Pues este grupo ya like se desapartó, ¿verdad? En el año 2015 se desapartó como en el 2017. Yo dejé esa agrupación en el 2015 para ingresar a la Altitud Norteña. Ese grupo se llamaba Los Ideales de San Luis.
Oh, okay. So you've only been in 2 groups then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Damn, so how old were you whenever you started with Altitud?
I was 14 going into 15 years old.
Okay. So, entonces, sí duraste tiempo en el otro grupo entonces también,
Sí,
¿verdad?
que ahí también, pues, mi comparito Lorenzo González, que le mando un saludo,
Ujú.
yo y él, pues, empezamos en ese grupo.
Oh,
No
okay.
sabíamos nada, ¿verdad? De lo de la música,
¿A
pero
poco ya saben algo?
hasta la fecha todavía no sabemos nada, ¿verdad? Ahí le
Yeah,
echamos
es
mentiras.
verdad.
Pero yo y Lorenzo González ahí empezamos en ese grupo, en Los Ideales de San Luis.
Nice. Y ese, I mean, obviously that group's from here, right?
Yeah.
Y ya dices que ya no
Ya,
trabaja.
ya no trabajas. Cada quien agarró su rumbo, ¿verdad? Aunque le mando un saludo al señor Chuy Carranza.
Ujú.
Hasta allá está Mercedes, Texas.
Oh, he's in the valley now?
He's in the valley now.
Ah, okay. Está bien. ¿Y qué era de ese grupo? ¿Era norteño con sax o era más
Era puro norteño, bro. Norteño, bajo sexto y acordeón, puro
invasores and stuff?
invasores, más cadetes que de todos los otros grupos. Era
Okay.
más cadetes que invasores, pero pues era bajo sexto y acordeón.
Got you. So, tenías como, what made you, because correct me if I'm wrong, pero viene de sangre the music or?
Pues fíjate que de sangre, por parte de mi papá, un hermano de mi abuela, él tocaba el acordeón en aquel tiempo,
Mhm.
pero de ahí para adelante, la familia de uno, pues, que yo sepa o que mi papá sepa, pues
Well, your
nomás,
dad never played music?
he never played music. He just was around with me, and he used to drive the the truck for the equipment.
Oh, okay.
Pero that's how I went into music.
Mm.
That's a funny story because, um, believe it or not, he would take me to like every gig that he would drive that camion to that band, which pretty sure. Can I say the name here?
Yeah, you could.
Oh, de los músicos, ¿verdad? De aquí de Houston, que ya sé lo que van a decir, ¿verdad? En los comentarios, pero a los famosos del Bravo,
Oh, okay.
mi jefe les manejaba el camión en aquel tiempo.
Es el papá de
El
Martín.
papá de Martín.
Okay, got you.
Y mi papá me llevaba like, a todos los lugares, ¿verdad? Jaripeos. Y por cierto, de ahí surge un apodo
Mhm.
que muchos músicos, ¿verdad? De los que yo conozco, o sea, más grandes que yo, por ese nombre me identifican, por Pancho o Panchito.
Mhm.
Y toda la gente me decía, hey, qué Panchito, qué Panchito. Y así se le quedó hasta el bajocestero que estaba con nosotros, Emiliano, que le mando un saludo también. Él así me conoció y cuando ingresó a la altitud, me empezó a llamar así y todos los muchachos de la altitud se quedaban, pues ¿a quién le hablas?
Mm.
Y dice, pues le estoy hablando a José, es que así lo conozco yo como Panchito, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Pero,
¿Ya tienes chingo de apodos entonces?
pues,
Panchito, Drummer Boy, Nano, Midget.
eso no sé.
Bueno, eso los acabo de hacer add yo a la lista.
Bueno,
Pero, no, y luego, bro, I'm sorry to
ah,
interrupt you.
pues de ahí surgió todo de que me empezó a gustar la música, ¿verdad?
Mhm.
Y pues aquí estamos.
Yeah. And that's pretty badass because well, I'll be honest with you, it's about 50-50 of the shows or the podcasts that I have done. Que some of them are like, oh yeah, my dad's in band, or my dad's in a band, or desde chiquillo I've been in a band. But yours is kind of opposite, bro. Is your dad that wasn't in a band, but because I guess you were around the stage and what he was doing, putting up systems and helping with all that, driving, como dices tú. I guess that kind of seeing it every weekend, I guess you could say, is kind of what got you into it, huh?
Ya, pues me llamó la atención.
Mm-hmm.
Y una anécdota, ¿verdad? Cuando estaba chiquillo, ¿verdad? Todavía no tenía batería ni nada, pero ya me gustaba hacer ruido, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
Que voy para atrás al nombre de los famosos del Bravo. Mi papá les ayudaba a manejar y ese grupo, no sé cómo estuvo la cosa de que dejaron una snare drum en mi casa
Mm-hmm.
y mi jefe la tenía en el closet. Y pues yo la encontré, dije, no, pues de aquí soy, ¿verdad? La empecé a pegar, pero I didn't have no drumsticks.
Mm-hmm.
Solo que se me vino a la mente unos screwdrivers.
Ah, la
Solo le
ma.
empecé a pegar y pues
Lo mandaste.
lo mandé a ya saben a dónde pues pasó eso. No, pues que me lo tienes que pagar el drumhead. Pues no, pues ya ni pedo, pues ya qué.
Right.
Pero pues de esos regaños, pues de aquí dice que aprendí, ¿verdad? A tocar los drums, pero
Yeah. I remember talking to your parents a while back, man, and creo que tu mom había hecho el comentario de que siempre le sacabas los trastes también.
big time. Was the Princess House?
Yeah. Yeah, creo que había dicho tu mamá que siempre, and you know, it's weird because George, el drummer de Sencillo, he said he used to do that too at his grandma's house. And man, just I think y'all are the only two, man. Si me equivoco, I'm sorry, but I think y'all are the only two drummers, and I guess everybody starts con los trastes, que no?
Yeah. Si no pasas por ahí, no tuviste infancia.
¿Verdad? Yeah. So I guess so tell us a little bit, bro, about how it was for you being in school, because I mean, obviously you're saying you're well, I'm talking about Altitud because I know that with them you would go out of town too, and being 14, 15 and doing school. How was that for you, man?
It was a challenge, bro. Y to other people that don't know me, I mean, you're gonna get to know a little bit about me. But whenever I went in with Altitud in 2015, right? Que le mando un saludo al patrón, ¿verdad? Y a mi futuro compadre, ¿verdad? Puedo decir, mi futuro compadre, Jonathan, ¿verdad? Que me hizo la invitación, ¿verdad? Tenía apenas 14 años, ¿verdad? Yo pensé que no se iba a fijar en mí.
Right.
Bueno, pues it was a challenge, bro, porque I was barely and I was a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Pues in those 2 years that we started, um, the work was kind of slow, right? But after those 2 years, like it went a little bit up. But las salidas fueras eran mainly like the weekends, not throughout the week.
Right.
So I didn't have no problem going out of town. But
Las desveladas still catch up
the
to you.
desveladas did catch up to me during school, right? But to the teachers, like they would let me sleep, right? Pero to the people that don't know, I didn't graduate on time
Mm-hmm.
because me faltaban unos start tests, however you want to call it. Pretty sure nowadays they don't have start tests, but
Uh-huh.
to myself, I never told anybody. But I got to that point where, like, you know what, like I'm gonna leave music because like I didn't want to go back to school, and my mom can tell anybody, like she was like, hey, you need to go back so you can finish and graduate. I'm like, nah, like I don't want to. Like I took the test like 3 times and I didn't pass them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna leave music and let's see what I do.
Yeah.
But whenever COVID hit, hey, shout out to COVID. Quitaron los exámenes, bro.
Yeah.
I just had to do a class online and I passed it. I'm like, okay, you're good to graduate.
Damn it, boy.
But
So you were still in school during COVID?
I would go like every other day.
I think you were technically out of school, but just doing your stuff to graduate, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, that's how it was.
No, pues lo bueno es que pues con el esfuerzo de tus parents y that they pushed you. I know you talked to me and Johnny about it a couple of times, and I always told you, bro. I mean, I'll tell you in front of the camera. I told you, don't give up, bro, because I mean, high school diploma is the minimum of what a lot of people ask for. You know what I'm saying? Y no nomás hiciste eso, sino que fuiste al colegio también, or a trade school, ¿que no?
I went to a trade school too, so one school. Like I have you can call it not a degree, but a certificate. As a welder.
Mm-hmm. You ever think about going back into that?
Yeah, but I don't want to leave music, bro. I don't want to leave music.
Yeah.
Because I think if I ever go back, I think that's gonna be like a full-time job, and
Eso sí, pues.
I gotta say bye to music.
Yeah, I know a lot of. Bueno, pues tú los conoces también, bro. Johnny, el del acordeón de los Lejidos. I know most of them. I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken, they're pipe fitters, or I know they're into welding. I'm not sure exactly qué es lo que hacen. Pero I mean, pues, you know, I've done some of their pictures and their videos, and pues the little that I've talked to them, bro, I mean, they do both, you know.
Yeah.
And pues how he was saying, I think that time that I talked to him, he was going like back and forth to Louisiana. Pero pues, yeah, man. I mean, I know some people back home and here that are actually welders. Y pues I can honestly tell you, it takes a lot, bro, because Saturdays are more than likely you're gonna work, and you might even work a Sunday most of the time if you're behind or if you're, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be either one or the other.
Either one or like.
Pues ponte a hacer barbecue grills ahí en la casa. I'll buy one. If you make a badass thick one, I'll buy one, because I'm tired of buying all these Academy ones.
And they're expensive.
I know, bro. They're freaking expensive, man. Ahí por el 59 y man. La Jensen, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere around there. It's a big yellow building. If you've gone up down 59,
They sell
Like those big old, you can make them like small ones, or you can make those toe behind big old grills.
I know which one you're talking about.
Say I'm at JJ Grills or B.
I think so. Isn't like on the right side?
Yeah, man, bro. I looked them up online one time. I was like, nah. Like the small one, bro, was like almost like 1,800. I was like, nah, the Academy, the 400 is cool.
Go to Bucky's, bro.
Yeah, también ahí tan chingonas. But so yeah, man, let's get into a little bit of these questions that were sent to us. Espérame, let me pull them up right here. Well, I think, man, to be honest with you, bro, well, there's two ways that we can ask this one. Nano, el engineer, pregunta, if you're not a drummer, then what would you be? So outside of music, if you weren't a drummer in music, I guess you would be a welder.
Yes, sir.
But what about in music? Si no tocaras la batería, ¿cuál otro instrumento te gustaría tocar?
Honestly, bro, I would like to play quinto or bass.
Quinto or bass?
Yeah, I know a little bit of quinto, right? But
Toda la de los tiguerillos nomás que no.
sí, todas las tríos y pura primera y segunda y se acabó. Vamos.
Pero como dijo uno, aquí te espero en primera porque se va a dar vuelta otra vez y ahorita llega.
Se tiene que regresar.
¿Verdad?
Bro.
So, and then tell me about that, man. How did you get in, or obviously how you're saying you play a little bit of quinto, so how did you get that? You picked it up by yourself, or?
I picked it up by myself, bro. And nowadays with YouTube, bro, you can play any instrument.
Yeah, teniendo paciencia.
Yeah, but yo no tengo paciencia, bro. Like, my sister a while back, she's like, "Hey, teach me how to play drums." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And I was teaching her, and I'm like, "Hey, do this right." And then she got mad at me. She's like, "Es que no tienes paciencia." I'm like, well, "Sorry." And yeah, I don't have any patience like that.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you. Pues ahora todo de lo que hago with the art, with the CD covers and las portadas and stuff like that. Ahí sí le agarré paciencia, bro, because it's something that I really, really liked. And not just on top of that, but I can kind of make my own schedule with it. Like, hey, I can't go this weekend because I'm busy, or I can go this weekend because I'm open or whatever. But ahí sí le agarré paciencia. But with some instruments, bro, like, I've tried them. Nah, bro, no pude. And I guess that goes a long way too. Like, no nomás de tener paciencia, but really, really like what you're doing. Because, I mean, pues como te digo, I mean, la paciencia lo tengo with all this, with the computer stuff.
Yeah.
But put something, an instrument in front of me, and se me va la paciencia like that. So I guess you got to have a little bit of liking for it as well. So,
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
But
Mira.
I'll tell you, with YouTube, bro, you can learn how to play any instrument you want.
Man, I think I'm gonna say, bro, I could be wrong, but everybody on this podcast so far has mentioned something about learning a little bit on YouTube, or like Hernan, he has El Compa Sax. He has a lot of videos on there. Like Carlos, he said that he would use a lot of videos de Ricardo.
Yeah.
Who else said that they mentioned Ricardo? Oh, Esencia Panchillo. He did that. There's just a bunch of people, bro, that, just, como dices tú, I mean, there's so many, it's opened it up so much for musicians, to be honest with you, to share and to get recognition, and just YouTube is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, bro. And now that you mentioned Carlos, tengo otra anécdota. Back in, I want to say if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 2012, 2013. Lencho decided to leave the band I was with. He joined Invicto, Lencho. And then that's whenever Carlos came in.
Oh, okay.
And then that's where I met Carlos. And then I played with Carlos probably 3 to 4 years. Even after I joined Altitud, we would go and play así como in little restaurants and stuff.
Pues ya por conocerse, se acoplaban todos.
Sí, pero now that you mentioned Carlos, me and him, we go back in the day too.
También.
Same with Lencho.
Un saludote para Carlos. He's a good guy, man. I've venido aquí. He's been on the podcast. I've done multiple work for them and videos and portadas. Siempre se ha portado bien al carajo. But, man, bro, you know what? A question that I was going to ask you at the very beginning, and I barely thought about it right now, is how did you come up, or did you message Altitud, or did Johnny reach out to you? That's one thing that I don't think I've ever asked or even
You haven't asked Johnny or myself?
No, I don't think I have, bro.
It's a funny story, bro. I mean, it's a long story, but I'll make it short. Um, well, to the people that know Altitud, I'm not the original drummer, and I say I'm not the original one.
Mm-hmm.
There was another drummer before me, which le mando un saludo a mi compadrito Beto Flores, que es
Beto Flores.
baterista de Los Elegidos.
Yes, sir.
No sé qué problema tuvo él, que tuvo que salir de la agrupación de Altitud. Y ese es cuando yo decido mandarle mensaje a Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Digo, hey, bro, pues yo toco batería, I seen that y'all looking for a drummer de aquí de Houston. But before I send the message, I went in that post and I looked all the comments. And it was a lot of drummers, bro. But they were out of town,
Mm-hmm.
like an hour or 2 hours away from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, well, nobody from Houston has commented on the post. So, like, let me just comment myself and I'll text Johnny or Jonathan, right? And back in the day. So he sends me a message. He replies back to my message, like, yo, you got videos? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, they're on my Facebook page. Oh, okay. So from there, bro, like probably like 2-3 days later, he like, hey, bro, are you down to practice on Wednesday? I'm like, yeah, like it's cool, bro. You just one thing, like I just need a ride. Like, okay, bro, I got you. He like, be ready by 6:30. I'll pick you up. And by the time we were practicing, we're here by 45 in Parker.
Okay.
And it just took, bro, one practice with me and the guys
Te acoplaste.
para que el Johnny me dijera, hey, bro, are you willing to join the band? I'm like, yeah. Dije, nomás que I have another band. Let me just finish the gigs I have over here. And
Let me give my 2-week notice.
yeah, basically. And my 2-week notice, the last gig I played with the other band, it was at my sister's graduation party.
Oh, okay.
And that's when I told the other guys, like, you know what? Me salió una oportunidad. Like, let's see what goes on. And here I am. I'm about to be 10 years.
Pues ya estabas
With
diciendo
Altitud.
10 years.
With Altitude.
With Altitude. Yeah. Man, see, I don't think I've ever even, I don't, if it was brought up, I didn't remember that. But in the time that I've known you, I don't think I've ever even asked how that happened.
It is funny. Johnny can tell you the story.
Johnny's going to forget. He probably don't even remember, bro. He probably don't even know what he ate for breakfast.
He's at the gym right now. Send him a shout out.
Mira, brother. Otro, es más, mira, hablando de Beto Flores. Dice DW or Tama. Y un saludo para Beto Flores, el baterista de Los Ideales.
Elegidos.
Elegidos, my bad. Pero yeah, DW or Tama.
It depends on what he's asking, either on drums or snare. If he's talking about snare, I'll go with Tama, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. People that have DWs, I have a DW, a drum set. It's just, I mean, everybody has a different taste, bro. Everybody plays different. Everybody has a different solid head, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever I have learned throughout the years, right, is that no matter what equipment you got, is the person who's playing it.
Yeah.
Like, como dicen, es el mono, no es el instrumento.
Yeah, bro, I can relate to that because well, to throw my business out there, it's like a lot of people are with cameras, bro. Canon or Sony. I personally have always been a Sony guy, but I mean, I've seen people work with Canons. It's like, damn, those dudes can do some work, you know. Pero yeah, I guess it's mainly up to the preference. But you say that you have DWs and man, bro, how many do you have? Because I know there for a little bit it was like every other gig you were getting new snares.
Oh yeah, bro. But like snares, I have like probably like, let me see, like probably like 4 DW snares.
4 DWs?
Yeah, 4 DWs.
¿Y tamas?
I've been looking for one, bro, but I haven't found one.
Oh, you haven't found one?
Yeah, cause like the one I'm looking for, like.
Well, let me ask you this: why do you choose tama over DW if you don't even have a tama? And I'm just saying, have you played with a tama before?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes.
¿Te gustó más el sound with that? Yeah.
Yes, sir. And then shout out to Nava Drums. He has a tama snare, bro. And he's like, hey, bro, whenever you want, bro, you can.
¿Te gustó?
Me gustó. And he's like, whenever you want, bro, you can come try it.
Got you. Have you, like, so your recordings in studio, you've always used DWs?
I use DWs, and I started using Pearl. Pearl, and this past week on Friday, we were at the studio, right? I used a Yamaha that I barely got like a week and a half ago.
Oh shit. So cuántos tienes?
Pretty sure like I have like 8 already.
8. So DW's, Yamaha, y
A
¿cuál?
Pearl.
Pearl.
And I have a Luthwick.
Luthwick.
Yeah, and that was the first snare that my dad bought me.
Órale. Y luego tienes el Indian Tribal que tenías ahí que no
Oh,
this
yeah.
week.
You see? The one you were making fun of?
Yeah. así vino con ese skin.
See, yeah, I got it off of eBay, bro.
But that's not a snare. What is that one called?
It's a timbal.
Timbal. That's the one that ping is like real tight, ¿verdad? Like man, the little story behind this one. Whenever I went and took pictures and videos of them this weekend, and I got up there whenever I hadn't even gone up there like before they started. I usually walk the stage and see where I can squeeze myself into and what angles I can get. But this time I didn't because it was at a big, that stage is big. They're at Moreno's Danzo. And so I didn't go up there y luego ya comenzaron and blah, blah. So I was like, man, let me go take some pictures of Josecillo before, in the back before I walk up in front of the guys and all this and that. Y que voy mirando eso, I was like, damn, this dude started drawing spider webs on here. Está todo marcado. It's like an Indian tribe. Y al último I was like, a este cuadrito no le pegues. A este sí. Y a este no. Y a este sí.
Por casi te chingo el dedo con el
Man, el pinche dedo with the drumstick. And then one time that I was trying to get like a good angle, that you got that cymbal like right in my freaking ear. I was like, este vato. But it's all good, man. It's all good. So let's say, so that's snare. What about like as a whole setup? Like let's just say you buy a drum kit. Would you go with DW or would you go with Tama?
I'll go with Tama, bro.
Tama still?
Tama and Pearl.
Pearl?
Yeah.
I thought for some reason, bro, and I'm not no drummer or nothing like that, but for some reason I thought Pearl was like a DW line.
No, it's PDP. PDP, like
okay.
PDP and DW is like almost the same thing.
Okay. So I thought it was like vamos a decir Ford F-150. I thought it was a DW Pearl. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that's what it was. But okay. So it is two different brands, entonces.
If I'm not mistaken, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Drummers. I think PDP and DW are the same thing.
Okay. Gotcha.
No más que PDP es la más cheaper one.
Oh, got you. Yeah, brother. Another question by Nano, the engineer. Your favorite sticks. And a quick thing about this, bro, I didn't know till George Sencillo was on here. I didn't know that there was different types of drumsticks. Now, I had, whenever you set your stuff up, I'm one of those ones que Moscow way me siento allá, and I start messing with them. And I do see your bag where there's skinny ones and longer ones and real thick ones and stuff like that. But I didn't really, I just picked one up and, just started messing with it. But I didn't realize that how he was saying, they have different, what does it go, that they go off gauges or something like that? Or
like thickness.
Yeah, the thickness. So what do you prefer?
I prefer it's 2B Pro Mark.
2B Pro Mark. Y eso is, you feel like you get the best hit out of that, or?
Yes, I feel like I get the best what you say rim shot or helado. Because that's what I use. I use nothing but obviously
helado. You don't use the brick, right?
I don't use the block, right?
Okay.
And
ahí se va a hacer una pelea.
Se va a hacer una pelea. I don't even want to go into the people that use it. Hey, that's y'all. I prefer the solid one.
Right.
And that makes me that. How do I say it? Eso me ayuda like to get a better sound.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard it both ways. I've heard it with the block, and I've also heard it with, without the block. Just como dices tú, just the rim shot. Me personally, I mean, nothing against the people who use the block. I like the rim shot better. I didn't know about that until me and Johnny were actually having the conversation about that, bro. And I'm not very active on Facebook or nothing like that, but I guess there was like a big old, they were talking about that, and Johnny was telling me about it, and that was one of the things. He was like, man, I'm glad that Jose isn't into all that block stuff, bro. He goes, I can't stand that sound. But I started paying attention to that whenever he brought that up. I was like, man, and I even went online. I was like, what are these dudes talking about? Because I didn't want to sit there and start asking here on the podcast or, asking other people and not even know what the difference is. But
you went and did your research on
yeah, I did. And a lot of that stuff, man, me llama la atención because, like, I'm not a musician, but I love music. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, if y'all are having a conversation about it, I don't want to be, like, in left field. Like, man, what are these folks talking about blocks? Like, Pero yeah, I did do the research on it, and I started looking, and I'll be honest with you, I liked it better with the rim shot. It sounds to me more norteño and more solid.
Yeah.
You know, and nothing against the block or anything like that, but to me it kind of sounds more hollow, like more.
Yeah.
Whenever with the rim shot, it's just, you know. But everyone likes it differently.
Now that you mentioned that, bro, that you talked with Johnny about it, it was like 4 years like into Altitud, um, that I bought off a snare off of Tommy. Saludos, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Sonar. I traded that snare,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't get that rim shot, bro. So I used the blocked. Okay, I used the blocked
Mm-hmm.
for like a year, but then, como dicen, you never stop learning any music, bro. Like after that year, like I started like getting my sound good on the and I got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
And y hasta la fecha, bro, like I never
You
used
never
that.
went back to
I
it.
never went back to it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have their different opinions, pero como te digo, that's just something he prefers and something that I'm not a musician, but I liked it better. Man, brother, another one is your favorite non-norteño sax. This is a non-norteño sax. What is your favorite band outside of norteño with sax?
Outside of Norteño sax, I have a couple of them. First one, Grupo Signo.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Joey Jimenez was on the drums,
Mm-hmm.
that dude was a monster, bro. Well, he's
Yeah.
still a monster, right?
Yeah.
But Grupo Signo, whenever he was there, Joey Jimenez, and obviously now with Chato,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the bands, Grupo Signo.
Signal.
Yeah,
So you would say outside of, como dice, non-sax, Signal would be your go-to?
yeah.
Está bien. Man, I had the conversation with George, bro, about this, man, but you can't go wrong because, I mean, how you're saying, you know, obviously that's your best. I guess this is kind of off of a different question, but there's so many drummers out there, bro, that are like solid. I mean, it just like any other instrument, you know, you're going to have your real good, you know, like we can go on a list of sax players, bass players, you know, pero like intocable, bro, el tío René, you know.
Sí,
que ni se
háganme
diga.
caso que soy su tío.
Yeah. Yeah, like that man right there, bro. Like outside of norteño with sax, like ese señor, bro, he's on it, man. He's on it. Yes, sir. But I think that actually leads us to our next question, bro. Like who are your top 5 drummers that you look up to, and you know that you maybe whenever you were learning you were like, man, I want to play like him.
Well, now that you're saying that, bro, that before I went in the norteño sax music,
Mm-hmm.
because I used to be nothing but cadetes, invasores, and all that, bro. Um, I was little, right? I didn't even know what was I trying to do.
Right.
But the guy that I was looking up to was he used to play with cachorros.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Mario. I forgot his last name, but he's a sick drummer. He used to play back in the day with Pesado and with Salomon Robles back in the day.
I think I know who you're talking. No me acuerdo his last name, but I think you had told me about, somebody had told me about him, bro. That I ended up looking him up, and he had a lot of videos on YouTube where he was with. I guess he was with Pesado for a couple years too, huh?
Yeah, he was with Pesado, Salomon Robles, los legendarios.
Mm-hmm.
Y he was with Los Cachorros de Juan Villarreal también.
Gotcha.
I forgot his last name, but I think his first name is Mario.
Okay, so Mario and who else?
And we go back to norteño sax, El Chato de los Rieleros, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that
Ese
dude,
señorón también.
señorón, like he plays so simple, bro, pero that punch he has, bro.
Right.
A la edad que tiene, bro.
Yeah.
Man, bien macizote el señor.
Right.
Y también no se diga a Adrián Regalado. De
Adrián. Oh yeah. Tocayo de Primavera. Yeah, man, that's another beast there. So you got obviously Señor de Primavera, Señor de Pesado, Chato. Who else?
Joey Jimenez.
The ex Signo.
Ex Signo.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more, bro, but I don't want to put them like together because luego que tal si miran el podcast y
Nah, no te preocupes, bro. It's your opinion. I mean, nobody should take any offense to it. I mean, it's just your opinion, bro.
el señorón, el güero Ayala, que en paz descanse, bro.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
de lo
I actually asked George about that one. I'm sorry, I keep referring back to George on the Sencillo, but it's the only other drummer that I can remember that I've had on here, and one of the recent ones. But I asked him too, and he said the same thing too. He was like, "Man, it's a señorón." He was like, "He's a badass dude." Um, pero como dices tú, bro, those are your five, and you know you could probably go on, keep going on because I mean, just how we were talking el tío de from Intocable, you know, there's even some kids now. I mean, I know you're younger than I am, but that are coming up, bro, that are still or that are already playing and learn and have a real good punch to their stuff. Another one, man, is I have always seen him on online. You know, I like their music, um, but I finally got to see him because I took pictures of this group like close up, bro. Es el chavalón de Furia del Bravo, Marco.
Oh, Marcus.
Man, Marcus, man, bro, like that boy go 100, bro. Like I remember if if he watches this, man, they were like into the third song. Ya está empapado, bro, like sweating. Of course, it was an outdoor event and it was hot that day. Pero
Especially if they were wearing black.
yeah, bro. Yeah, and man, bro, it was like I mean, I felt like that dude honestly, like como le pega. I mean, I'm not no drummer, pero le pega, bro. Con like every hit, bro, is like hard. And I feel like that dude honestly don't even need mics, bro. Like I know it's something stupid that I'm saying because obviously sí se va a ocupar los mics para que se oiga para afuera. But that's how hard that dude was hitting it, bro. Like El Aro, like it was just clack. He was just back there chopping, boy. It was just clack, clack. But now un saludote para Marco, man.
Marcus.
He's a real good drummer, bro. I finally got to see him, live. And
Like what, like 2 weeks ago?
I want to say
Really?
probably about a month ago,
Month
bro.
ago?
Around 3, 4 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah, man. They were here at the event.
Saludos a toda la furia.
Yeah, definitely, man. They were here, and I finally got to see him. I've never seen him, bro. I've always just online or Instagram and stuff like that. But finally getting to see him like right there, I was like, damn, dude, hits it hard.
We actually played with them a while back, bro. In
See?
Houston. En un coleadero de Rafa.
Oh, de Rafa, right? Yeah. Ya se extrañan esos coleadores de Rafa también, ¿verdad?
Le mandamos un saludo a Rafa.
Yeah,
our
definitely.
RMS.
Yes, sir. RMS. Mira, brother. So another one was from Boy, el hermano de Alex, Boy Rojas.
Que también le mando un saludito a mi compadrito Boy.
Yes, sir.
Hasta Luisiana, allá donde se encuentra trabajando ahorita.
Dice él que va para trabajar, pero para mí que va para el crawfish,
No,
toda la comida louisiana.
nada más pone historias, bro, donde está con una cerveza de México. de la
Sí,
Ford.
¿verdad? Boy, send us some pictures when you're actually working, bro. Todos los uploads que nomás, I think que se va y renta un little spot for the RV for unos 2-3 weeks y se regresa. Y se lleva los tools nomás para decir, hey, estoy jalando.
Estoy jalando.
Now, un saludo para Boy. I know he always hits me up about all the podcasts, man. I appreciate you always watching out, homie.
Saludos hasta Buenavista.
Yes, sir. Ira, to you, who's the best drummer, or who do you think has a badass solid punch? Was his question. I guess if you had to pick one drummer, let's start off with one drummer, norteño with sax, people.
Norteño with sax.
Yeah.
Lo vuelvo a repetir, bro. Chato.
Chato.
Rileros, bro. ¿Para qué echar mentiras, bro? O sea, muchos músicos de este género de norteño sax nos abasamos a los rieleros, bro.
Mm-hmm.
O sea, puede de que muchos otros músicos se abasen a Conjunto Primavera, ¿verdad? A Conjunto Río Grande, pero lo que es norteño sax de allá de Chihuahua,
Mm-hmm.
nos abasamos a los rieleros y al señorón Chato.
Right.
Al Chato Esquivel.
You know another one, bro, ahorita that we were talking about that, and I'm just gonna add this. Another one that's norteño with sax is el señorón David de los Pescadores.
Oh, yeah.
Man, dude.
David Arras.
Yeah, ese señor, man, that dude has a solid beat. I mean, he se defiende muy bien, se defiende muy
ni
bien.
para qué hablar.
Yeah, bro, exactly. But so for you, number one with sax music would be Chato.
It would be Chato, bro.
Yeah.
The simple beat that he has,
Mm-hmm.
pero bien marcado.
Bien marcadote,
Bien
como
marcado.
dicen. Yeah, I got you.
¿Para qué meterle más si no se ocupa, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Um, let's see which one. Well, I don't know if you can answer this one, but the only other one that we got was well, we did get more than that, but some of them were like the same. Like one was, I got another one. What's your setup? I mean, I don't know. What are you currently using?
I use DW design series. I
Mm-hmm.
have a 10, 12, 14, and 16, and a 22 bass drum. And I use I'm currently using a 14 by 8 Yamaha, um,
The snare.
the snare.
Okay. And man, bro, like I didn't even know this. Of course, like I just know a little bit by by hanging out with you, and pues lo que dice el George. But tell us a little bit. Like I didn't even know that there's different. Obviously, there's gonna be different brands, but do the do the do the skins actually make that big of a difference? Do you feel?
Yes, they do, bro.
They do.
They
And
do.
how is that? I mean, they're the thickness of them or the way that porque you can también se atonan, ¿verdad? Todo eso.
Yeah, I mean, I usually use, bro, nothing but clear drum heads, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's everybody, como dices tú, like todos tienen su different taste, their
Mm-hmm.
different sound. But I try to use like clear on everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Snare and toms.
Mm-hmm.
But how can I explain it, bro? I mean, it gives you different sound, bro. It just like it just is a sound that every drum head has,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't even know how to explain it, bro. But like there's special drum heads for the sound you're looking for.
Got you.
Because I mean, there's a lot of muchos géneros that need drums. You know, like you got rock, norteño sax, norteño con acordeón. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you got jazz, bro. You know, and you got country too.
Country, yeah.
And every drummer, bro, like, and I want to say every drummer has their different opinions on the drum hits that everybody wants to
Yeah.
use.
And como te digo, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's so many different options out there, bro. Like, and good ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can't really go wrong. I mean, como estábamos hablando del DW and then the Pearl and Tama. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, someone's bass might be Tama, but they like Pearl better, so they use a Sparrow snare. But yeah, I got you on that. Everyone's just a little different, and whatever, I guess whatever works best for you and whatever you like your sound for, huh?
Exactly, and then I mean, respects to anybody that use different types of brands, bro. You know.
Yeah. So your first, now that we finished with some of the questions, how como te digo, we had more questions, bro, but some of them were the same, like what's your setup, what's your stuff like that. Y un saludote y muchas gracias para todos los que mandaron las questions, bro, because to be honest with you, y'all make the podcast. Me and him could have sat here and probably talked about some boring stuff, but we got these questions, so now y'all know a little bit more of him. Pero as far as the group, bro, you and the group, y'all, I know y'all got some new music coming out, huh?
Yes, sir. We just left the studio on a Friday night, probably like at 2, 3 in the morning
Mm-hmm.
for a song. We were gonna go record two, bro, but the first one, like we were like 75%
Yeah.
not done. Well, we had 75% done, but the other 25% it wasn't there. You know.
Yeah. Los cambios y arreglos y todo eso.
We had to like. Well, not me. I mean, I'm just la base, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Los de la voz, the chords, strings,
Right.
and the melody,
Right.
and they had to like put more work on it on Friday. But yeah, vienen cosas nuevas, canciones nuevas, y también viene el Zip album también.
Oh yeah, definitely.
También viene en camino, so para que lo esperen también.
Yes, sir. Mira, bro, a question that I think I ask everybody, bro. You as a drummer, whether it be with Altitud or outside of Altitud, I hope it's with Altitud because I think y'all click very well. But where would you like to see yourself in about 5 years? Or where would you like to see you and the band in about 5 years?
I would like to see myself like de aquí like in 5 years, or like how many years. How Johnny said it, bro. Like, well, we talked about it. Like, nosotros no buscamos fama, bro. Like, nomás lo que buscamos es de que la gente like nos tenga un respeto, ¿verdad? O aunque gracias a la gente de aquí de Houston, like que nos conoce y nos tiene un respeto, ¿verdad? Si el grupo llegara a pegar, bro, like, que you never know, like, It just
Right.
takes one song
Right. Right.
to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to see myself like playing every weekend, bro, and living off of music, bro.
Yeah.
Getting well paid
Mm-hmm.
and living off of music, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had the conversations. A lot of people who probably watch this a lot. Johnny's like a brother to me. We've had the conversations, and he's always said it. There for a while. I mean, there for a while, he was looking for that. He was looking to, get up there to the next level and get. But I think it's not that he's giving up on band, or I don't think it's that y'all giving up on band or on the band or on the music. It's nothing about that. It's just one of those ones that I think he's kind of slowed it down a little bit and said, you know what, like I think his in in what you're saying in different wording is he just wants to stay busy and for people to admire y'all's music and look at y'all, at a different level, even though y'all may not be a local band, but obviously here in Houston, que se ve el respeto, that, and I can honestly tell you, man, y'all do have it. Y'all do have it. There's a lot of sax groups here in Houston, and no nomás porque Altitud is, the ones that I shoot for more or, work with the most. It's one of my favorite bands. And there's other groups here in Houston, bro. We, como te digo, there's Cazadores, Esencia, that are sax groups.
Yes.
Cuadrilla, and I like all their music, bro. I like it all, but I guess como te digo, I guess it goes back a little bit. I do work with y'all a little bit more, and I hear y'all's music a little bit more. That's probably why, I have y'all up there. But al último del día, bro, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. It's just one of those ones that we'll see.
That you work with us the most.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, which I mean, pues les mandamos un saludo a todos los grupos de sax de aquí de Houston, ¿verdad?
Yes, sir.
Y just hit up my boy Adrian if you're trying to come to the podcast, man.
Yeah, definitely. Ahí vienen unos cuantos en línea. I'm even trying to get some. I talked to Nano about coming on here.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, I mean, he's a big part of y'all show too. At the end of the day, aunque se le paga la música, pero he.
Como el sábado.
Ahorita he's gonna be watching this and just start growling and shit. But
he's gonna get mad.
Nah, bro, pero es pasa. Y ni que vamos. We can honestly say que no se le pasa todo el tiempo.
There's nothing that we can do, bro.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is.
Eventually, bro, it's gonna happen to any band, bro.
Yeah, y si no ya les ha pasado.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So, man, tell us a little bit, man. How are the twins? How are the
Oh well,
with the babies?
the babies.
Yeah,
They're fine, bro. They're barely 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, I mean they were born a little bit early. I mean they're still in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
but thanks to God, bro, everything's going great, and hopefully I'll get to have them home before Halloween.
Before Halloween.
Yeah.
Está bien. That's good, man. I mean, I've seen you grow, and like a little brother, bro. I can honestly tell you.
Honestly,
yeah.
if we go back in the day.
Yeah. Honestly, bro. Yeah. I remember picking you up after school and taking you over there to the apartment. We'd go out to eat and go drop you back off and shit. But no, yeah, man. It's like a little brother, bro, and just like my brothers back home, man. I admire what y'all do and what y'all have done. Y'all become family men and all of that, man. So that to me is much respect, and on top of that you're a musician, and I know that music takes a lot of time, bro, whether you're starting or whether you're been in it for 10, 15 years, it takes a lot of time. So
Yeah, bro. I mean, I've been in the music industry, bro, for like 15 years.
mm-hmm.
Like
all together,
bro, including the 10 years with Altitud. Next year we're gonna be 10 years, like
Mhm.
9.5 right now.
mm-hmm.
But I've been in the music industry for like 15 and a half
Yeah,
years, and I mean, it takes a lot of effort, bro. Because we go back to you asking me about the twins, right? So they were born in July, and my girl got sick,
mm-hmm.
and we played in Houston that Friday in Escapade, and then that Friday night we had to drive to Tennessee.
Go to Tennessee.
So it was hard because everything was going good, throughout the gig, right? And as soon as like 12 a.m. hit, bro, like I just received a text like, "Hey, this is getting worse," like
Mm-hmm.
she's starting having more contractions and this and that. So I'm like, what do I do? Do I stay or do I leave? And I told Johnny, I'm like, "Hey, bro, like this is happening. What do I do?" Like, and then he like, "Bro, like you should have told me." And then I was like, yeah, bro, but like I left the hospital, everything was good.
Right, right.
But like how I told my girl, I'm like, it's something last minute. It's about to be 1 a.m. Who am I gonna call to
Yeah.
replace me? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and like the guys need to leave already because
Yeah.
it was like a 13, 14 hour drive.
Right.
So pues gracias a Dios, I talked with my girl, like, hey, I'm gonna leave and let's see what happens. And como digo, gracias a Dios, I came back, and that Monday after, that's whenever my kids were born.
Oh, okay. So you got back on a Sunday and they were born on Monday?
Yes, sir.
That's good, man. That's good that you didn't miss that. It's very memorable moments. Pero outside of that, man, como te digo, I admire everything that you've done doing for your family, bro. It's pretty badass. Outside of that, bro, do you see yourself getting out of music anytime soon?
Anytime soon,
Damn, right
bro.
here is tu.
That's-
Johnny, I need to talk to you.
Nah, I don't see myself getting out of music anytime soon, bro.
No?
No. The only way that I will get out of music, bro, is if God calls me up and like, hey, it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
But right now, bro,
No?
I don't think about getting out.
No?
Unless like something happens to me or something.
Yeah, drastically.
Yeah, that I can't play anymore, or like I get in a car accident. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
or like in the road, whenever I'm with the guys on the road, right? Like this, or like almost 2 weeks ago, like we were on the road on our way to Tennessee, and I mean anything can happen on the road.
Oh yeah, bro. Anything. That's a big as a musician, como te digo, I repeat it, bro. I was one of those, that I remember seeing groups up on stage and I'd be like, man, they have it all, bro. They're doing this, they're doing that. And then I would drive back home 30, 45 minutes, knock out and never think about it. I'm like, man, some of these dudes are now driving to the net to where they got to play tomorrow. They drove all night or drove 6-7 hours to get back home. How you were saying, Tennessee 13 hours. There's groups that drive even more than that, bro. And
Oh yeah, bro. I mean,
the road is
we have done it, bro. We drove like almost 40 hours, bro.
desde
Like
Cali que no una
from
vez.
like almost from San Francisco, bro.
San Francisco.
Yeah, almost 40 hours, man. Que hasta para decirte, bro, creo que todavía las pinches nalgas vienen ahí por entrando a Arizona, bro.
Ya nunca llegaron a Houston.
Nunca llegaron.
Yeah.
No, pero I mean, it's fun, bro. Like traveling, you get to meet new states. I mean, you get to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. And then, one thing I say, like, whenever you meet new people, like, tienes que ser like, o sea, como con madre,
Yeah.
like
Humilde at the same time, bro.
exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Tienes que ser humilde, because like you never know, like, como dicen, nunca sabes cuándo se te atora la carreta and you're gonna need a help from someone.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you're like from out of town. If you're out of your town and you go to another town and like, oh no, pues está este camarada, like, oh, for example, damn, se me chingó los ojos esto. Oh, pero está este camarada aquí. Let me text him. Hey, bro, you have an extra one that I need uno de emergencia. Like, yeah, bro, like, I got you.
Yeah, definitely.
And because you never know, like, whenever, like, you're gonna need a help. Like,
yeah, man, it's always good. I mean, and not just for I don't know, man. I've always said it. I think if I do have enemies out there, si tengo enemigos es porque como tú me conoces, bro. Like, y lo voy a decir on here, and it is what it is. Yo siempre hablo al chile. You know what I'm saying? Like siempre les digo la verdad, whether you like it or not. Es mi opinión. Si es de la música, muchas veces me ha dicho Johnny, nah, bro, but no, es que esto, and I even tell him, no, bro, es que yo no soy músico. A lo mejor lo estoy diciendo mal, or whatever. But I think if I have enemies, bro, that's probably why. Because I say it how it is, and I think I express because I'm not. Yo siempre se lo he dicho a mi carnal Johnny, and se lo he dicho a mis otros carnales, los chiquillos, that I've never been able to be one of those that, what if I would have said this instead? What if I would have done that? Or what would have... Yo siempre, I leave it out there, bro. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it 100. If I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it at all. But, what's it called? But not just, you don't... Me, personally, I guess it's kind of like a life lesson that I've learned. You don't want to be humble just for a favor. I like to be humble just towards everything, bro. I mean, just in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can learn from people. You can, y como dices tú, más haciendo músico, because, I mean, o no más haciendo músico, sino que, como dices tú, se te atora algo y ocupas un favor o this and that. Yeah, está chingón tener, amistades que te echen la mano, but overall, man, I mean, no lo hagan nomás por un favor. Be humble just because you're humble. You know what I'm saying? Just,
I mean, como like he says, bro, like it doesn't necessarily have to be about music, you know.
yeah.
It's like, um,
Porque sí hay músicos out there that are
oh,
just like assholes.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like you know a bunch of them, I know a
Yeah.
bunch of them, you know.
Yeah.
But like, why are we gonna name them, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
But no tiene que ser por la música de que seas humilde, like tú tienes que ser humilde, you know,
Yeah.
because like,
And even people who are starting out, bro. Like I've learned this a lot with, you know, now that I do the camera and videos and stuff like that. I've had a lot of people hit me up, bro. How do you do this? How do you do that? Es más, a real good friend, tú lo conoces, Johnny Castro, bro.
yep,
The way that I met him, bro, or that I started talking to him before y'all even went to record, I'm actually the one who told
yeah,
Johnny about Johnny, because Johnny hit me up and he was like, "Hey, bro, what cameras do you have?" Out of the blue, bro. Like, I didn't even know who it was. Like, I started looking at his page before I replied, and I was like, "Oh, okay." But regardless of if he would have had a studio or didn't have a studio or whatever, like I've had other photographers hit me up and say, "Hey, bro, you're the goat," this and that, and you know this and that. But I always tell them exactly what I have, where I can get it. You know, I always tell them, you know, what's a cheaper option, what's the depending on how much you want to spend and this and
depending
that.
on the budget.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But I don't hold nothing back. Why? Because what good does that do? And I think that goes a long way in music too. I mean, si uno se presta, bro, and you're able to help somebody else, why not? You know, at the end of the day, you started out at the bottom just the way that they're starting out.
Yeah, y luego hay músicos, bro, que like they don't know what's the struggle to like start from the bottom and get
Mm-hmm.
to like obviously like we're not in the top, you know, but like me and Johnny, like I can say that I started from the bottom. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did too. I mean, he has told you, you know, and hay músicos, bro, de que no haz de cuenta empiezan acá arriba y like se quieren subir.
Right. Right.
And it's like, bro, like you need to know like como dicen your ways, you know.
Check yourself, boy. Nah, yeah, man. Yes, sir. But man, bro, como te digo, yeah, we're pretty close to an hour, bro. I think this will be a good wrapping it up type of thing. Pero again, bro, I want to appreciate, or you know, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on the podcast. Te dejo el mic, bro, para que le mandes saludos to whoever you wanna.
No, pues gracias a ti, bro, para hacerme la invitación, ya que lo tuvimos que cambiar por like almost 3 days,
Yeah, no.
3 times, como dicen, la tercera es la vencida.
Yeah, this time, yeah, I do it, and then fuck, bro, I can't do it, and then this time, yeah, and then I get a message, hey, bro, can we change it? Like, fuck, yeah, we can change it.
Que dijiste, last week, like, hey, bro, can we change it? Because we got to practice. Ah, ¿para qué chingados?
Yeah,
Nos
like,
van a
fuck.
practicar las pinches
But I'll
mismas
say
rolas.
it. And I'm like, F practice, boy. I'm like, get over here. Like, nah, I'm just kidding, bro. But, nah, por cualquier cosa, pero mira, se hizo, bro. So,
Ya aquí estamos, como te digo, muchas gracias por la invitación. Ya sé que nos tardamos en hacer el podcast.
yeah, pero se hizo, bro.
Me hiciste la invitación y hace tiempo, desde como, like, after you did Johnny's.
Yeah.
Y pues hasta que se prestó la oportunidad de venir, aquí estamos.
Yes, sir.
Y pues gracias por el trabajo que nos haces, ¿verdad? Con lo de las fotos y las portadas y los videos, ¿verdad?
Yes, sir.
Que también, pues, aparte de tu trabajo, bro, it's like, what you can call it a side job, ¿no?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man.
I mean, because I know you struggle at work, how everybody does, and then you gotta come struggle with the pictures que uno sale para la chingada, ¿verdad?
Salen bien color de mole, hay que hacerlos color arena.
Que salemos bien prietos, como mi compadrito Alex.
Yeah, yeah, moreno.
No, pero quiero mandar saludos a toda la racita que apoya a mi compadrito Adrian, a Wild Ape Shots y a Wild Ape Podcast. También a la gente que nos apoya, ¿verdad? A mí y a mis hermanos de la Altitud Norteña, y especialmente pues la gente que me apoya, ¿verdad? Mi familia y todo, que les mando un cordial saludo a toda la raza allá de Tula, Tamaulipas, y la raza allá de Reynosa, porque pues ya me hice de Reynosa, bro, también.
Sí, también.
Sí.
Ya te dieron la tarjeta del City.
Ya. Ya me hice parte de Reynosa, ¿verdad? Con mi señora, ¿verdad?
Right.
Se le mando un saludo a toda la raza de Reynosa, Tamaulipas, y a la raza de Tula, Tamaulipas también. Y también un saludo a tu familia, bro, de allá
Desde Dimit.
desde Dimit.
Yes, sir.
Que les mando un saludo, ¿verdad? Que para decirle a la mamá de él, cocina
El menudo, que ni se diga.
el menudo.
Yes, sir, bro. Pero pues, como te digo, bro, muchas gracias por venir. Para los que están viendo este podcast, Se los agradezco. Gracias por llegar hasta el fin. We're about wrapping this up. Aquí abajo les voy a dejar toda la información de, del Drummer Boy para que lo sigan en su Facebook, Instagram y pues la Altitud Norteña también, una agrupación aquí en Houston que está muy, muy chingona. Y pues para todos, I appreciate the views, the like, share, comment y todo. Y pues un saludote. Gracias.